Welcome to the coaching model video, Wheel of Life for clients. Well, we're creating your last video for your beta run through of your program. Just imagine this. Your clients got to this point, they've run through your program, they've got awesome results, and you now know, even sitting here, when this is done, you've really built asset into your business. And just think again, like I said, where will your client be by this time with learning about themselves? Not just in the past when we've been great personal trainers, actually moving on to becoming great transformation coaches as well. Short 5-minute video, you get the emails, get the assessment stuff from us. Last time, record on your phone, got the templates provided, lighting, background. And you get the templates included. Like, just before I go into how to explain it, what I do want to highlight is that this is one, because it's actually visual, I would, when I'm recording this, I would print out the document yourself. So I'd print out the document yourself, because trying to explain how to do it, and by the way, I used to try and explain to people and almost no one ever actually got what I was saying. So I would literally print out, you've already printed it out once, remember, because you did it yourself. Should have. Print it out again, use the same printer, get yourself a little pen, and actually show your clients how to do the drawing in, where to write the values, where to write the percentages, and how to make it look visual and pretty. Mine, when I used to do this, they were always outside the line, but I don't mind. You probably want to be a bit more decorative. So that's what I'd suggest you do before I roll into it. So here's how I would actually explain it. Welcome to the video on the Wheel of Life, or some people call it the Wheel of Anything. Really, this is, I guess, an audit looking back at what we've achieved, what you've achieved, and a little bit of a forward-thinking tool as well. First of all, we want to look at, like, what is it actually achieved? We talked before many times about values. Even the first coaching model that we went over, and the first thing that we discussed was about what values are important. In fact, we even talked about it when we had the first conversation about whether we wanted to do some work together. This is the time to kind of look back and look at how what we've done has helped, not just your fitness results, not just losing the weight on the scales, not just maybe feeling more confident, not just having more energy, not just each time it's like having more energy. Perhaps maybe other people have noticed around you that you feel and look happier. Maybe you know that you feel happier. Maybe it's that confidence, whether that's in personal relationships, whether that's at work, maybe even putting yourself a bit more forward than you used to do. One of the things that we can link back is to the values work we did first of all. So my suggestion is that you have that, because here's how you're going to do it. I'm going to ask you to look at 8 different areas. It can be between 5 and 8 areas. And we could kind of call those, I guess, values, but just areas that are important within your life and your lifestyle. So one of the first things that I might do is the 3 that came up first of all in the values, the DeMartini assessments. I would probably put those in there, although you don't have to. I can give you mine. My 8 were family, finances, wealth creation for me, happiness, fun, travel, and guys, by the way, then just fill out whatever yours are. You don't have to give all of them. And so what we want to do is we want to, and this was at the point, guys, where I'd show the paper, I'm pretending here I've got it, and be like, this is how I want you to do it. You can see there that there's 8 cheeses, a bit like a Trivial Pursuit thing. Obviously that's 6. What I want you to do is, and actually do this, and then guys, you'd be showing them at this point. I want you to write what those 8 are. Those 8 areas, it could be between 5 and 8. So I just want you to write them down there. And then what I want you to do is I want you to decide, as we are right now listening to this video, where are you as a percentage of how happy or how good or need to work on or not so good you are in that area of your life, your lifestyle at the moment. Guys, by the way, sometimes when I'm kind of helping clients see this stuff, I use words like life, lifestyle on purpose. There's a frame there of like where you are in your life. Some people are like, oh, it's like where you are in your life, your lifestyle. Oh yeah, my lifestyle. It's a bit more of a bridge to where people are with this stuff. So where you are with your life and lifestyle. Maybe they put, they put work on there, they get blah, blah, blah. So be like, then what I want you to do is decide, look, and by the way, guys, I said this to you as well. Be like, look, one of the things that people can do at this point, clients I've worked with in the past, they can start getting a little bit, especially if you're a bit analytical, like, oh, well, is that where I am or where I'd like to be or where I was? So what I want you to do, just try not to overthink it. Just write down a number that feels right for you. Just go with some feeling. Is it 60%? Is it 20%? Is it 70%? No judgment at this point as well. Just write it down. If it is a bit lower than you want, totally cool. If it's really high and you feel, oh, maybe I shouldn't say that, maybe I shouldn't be so like proud, please do. Don't worry about that. I want you to just say as it is. So you're going to write down percentages, obviously out of 100, where you are, 60, 50, and by the way, guys, you'll be doing it at this point. Now what I want you to do, if you move along the line, what's 80% from the middle of the cheese out to the edge of the circumference? There, that's about 60%. Just put a line there. Put a line on the other side, and then just join those with a little arc. And then I want you to just get your pen and just scribble it in. Now, by the way, do this. It really does help because it's visual. This is why I like doing this. So just colour that a little bit in there. I want you to do it for 5 to 8. Then as you can see underneath that, I want you to go through the questions. Some of those questions, as you can see, the first few, they're really just looking back at what we've done. And the really cool thing about doing this as well is I want us to use it for a forward-looking tool as well. It's like if you're saying to me, you know what, I feel more happy with how maybe confidence is better, but maybe now confidence is like 70%. Maybe we're like, you know what, I'd love it to be 80. So on that last question, as you can see, we're going to look at what you would like to improve. And I'm going to get you to bring that to the next coaching call. And we're going to start having a discussion about what can you do going forward to hopefully make some of those cheeses even bigger and more coloured in. Guys, listen, one thing when you're doing this, it's really simple tool. It really is. Like always, I'd really like you to not overthink it. The place people get stuck is the percentage. Don't overthink that. Just get a number down that feels right. There's no right or wrong. This definitely shouldn't take you about more than sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You can do this one in one go if you feel like you want to. And the questions are pretty simple and standard. So enjoy doing this, and I will see you in the next coaching call. Guys, it's really that simple. This is one where, to be honest, I don't think there's going to be a lot of what ifs. If the client comes to you and they didn't get it, fine, you can do it with them. In fact, you can do that with all of these. If the client doesn't get it, as always, you kind of give them a brief explanation of what to do before on the coaching call before. The reason we're getting you to systemize this, guys, is because I don't want you to have to spend 10, 15 minutes explaining it. We want you to be able to be making money while you're to the system, the structure, the assets that we're working with you. So if there's any issues, you can always pick that up before you ask them to do it in the kind of 30-second explanation. Obviously, clients feel like you're adding all that extra value. Guys, the awesome news is there is no big action point apart from go and do this. We have created your 7 main coaching models. Speak soon.